You're watching The Newsroom, Islam news when you want it, from the Islamic perspective.
Now we have some websites, alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Who is Allah?
Maybe we'll even see somebody enter into Islam.
Excuse me, do you believe in God?
Why do we call him Allah?
One more time, everyone. Okay, good.
These are the ones that we're going to be mailing out. Ilaha. Illah. Allah.
And I bear witness. That Muhammad.
And coming to you almost live from right here in somewhere in California, we have our favorite Sheikh Yusuf Estes.
Assalamu alaikum, Sister Kim.
Walaikum assalam.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. You always come across before us. MashaAllah, you opened up the program, and I'm sitting here now. I got my cup of coffee. I'm ready to go, and I want to talk about it. Yeah. What would you like to talk about tonight?
Well, I heard that with the pandemic and everything and people hanging around their homes a lot more and not getting out as much, this has been a perfect opportunity for scammers to get after people. What do you think about that?
Oh, wow. I'm glad you mentioned that, because that was right on the tip of my tongue, almost thinking about that. We also have another one signing in with us right now. Let's bring him out here. This is going to be Richard Kiefer, all the way from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Richard, salam alaikum, rahmatullahi barakatuh.
How are you all out there doing today?
Well, we all are doing pretty good. You can't, but you're not supposed to say you all. I'm supposed to say that because I'm the one from Texas.
No, it's y'all. You're all doing fine. And my wife is from Pennsylvania, and they say Ewans. How are Ewans doing?
Hey, the people in Ohio say that too. When I grew up, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and with my cousins, I would hear them say, "Ewans, come with us," and I would like, "What? Who's Ewans?"
Yep.
I love the
but all's well here. A little chilly. Woke up this morning and the temperature was 1.
You had one temperature. What was that temperature?
It was 1.
I know we have one temperature here too, but it's probably in the 70s, something like that.
We were 68 less than that. We were 1.
You're talking about it was 1 degree above zero.
Yes.
Plus 1. Oh, man. Oh, that is so cold. Yeah.
That is cold.
Oh, on Celsius.
We turned off our freezer, just put our food out on the porch.
You did what?
Turned off the freezer, save electricity, put the food out on the porch.
I don't know what kind of food you put out there, but 1 degree is pretty cold. Everything would be frozen solid.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold.
Oh,
we've got a whole week of it. Maybe next week's maybe get a little warmer.
Oh, wow.
We got kind of a polar thing that's kind of working our way down through here and actually going further south. So the people down in Tennessee, Kentucky, those areas, they're going to get chilly too. But all's good. All's good. We're used to it. We do it all the time, every year.
Let me ask you this. Our sister Kim, she just brought up a subject, and I'm thinking that might be a pretty good subject for us to talk about when we're at home and we got all these scammers and spammers and going on and calling us on the phone, and then nobody's there. I don't know. Have you had any of that experience with that there in Michigan?
Oh yeah. They call all the time and robocalls, and if you answer it, it tells you, "Wait a second for an important message," and it's a sales guy on the other end. And the most recent one I had was your warranty on your car is about to wear out. And we're here to make sure that you extend that warranty so that you're covered. Well, the cars that we have here are really, really old. There's no way the warranties are about to wear out. They wore out long ago. So, but it's always funny. They try to get you anywhere they can. There's a new one going around though on Facebook that's very troubling, where they're offering for $19.95 all these like snow blowers and computers and but it's all scam. You send in your money and you never see anything. And every week they're changing their names. So there's a lot of people out there trying to make a lot of calls, do a lot of business, and take advantage of people. But not very honest. Not very honest.
Oh, man.
And it's annoying, all the calls. Actually, I rarely answer my phone. If it doesn't pop up with a number and a name that I know, I don't even usually answer.
Well, I don't know about that. I didn't see anything about that, but $19.99? That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it was. And people are going, I'll order. Today they were doing a chainsaw for $19.99. They said, we have they're always saying, I have a rush on, I got the last few and we want to give them away. And they're not giving anything away. You never see it.
Often you see that done in conjunction with, they'll use an old video of somebody famous. One of the ones that I see quite a bit is Ellen DeGeneres. And they'll say that she's giving away new cars or campers or even just money. And they get you onto the Facebook site and they say that you've won. And then they ask you for your bank information.
Oh, yeah.
So that they can get you your winnings. And what you're doing is just handing over your bank information to scammers.
Mm.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Mm.
Well, I think we should have a program just about that to see what should we be doing with that. Whenever somebody's coming up with something, it sounds too good to be true. Well, yeah.
It normally is.
It is? Yeah, well, it's too good to be true because it's not true. Yeah, I get that.
They even have people that are offering, they say, we can get you a vaccine for a certain price. And we got a corner of things and whatever, and for such and such a price, you can get the COVID vaccine. And to me, that is about as low pond scum life as you could possibly get to, because they don't have the vaccine and nobody's being charged for it, but they try to get people's money based on the hope that they would be vaccinated. And so people are sending in money. That's terrible.
Well, I found something online that's now, I think maybe we should take a look at this. And this is one of the scams. You're talking about giving away money, and it says that this lady says, I'm going to give away $30,000 to a random person who retweets this tweet and follows Twitter philanthropist something Plute and me. If you don't follow us, we can't give you the money. We'll show proof. And is it a scam? Duh. Yeah. Free money. Right. Mr. Beast.
Yeah, the bad thing is it hits senior citizens or people that are in need. it's like the televangelist who's offering, a divine healing. You send him $1,000 gift, and people are desperate, and they want to believe because they're sick and they're dying, and people are in need, whatever it might be, and you just take advantage of the disadvantage and the people that are needy, don't have the money, but they come up with it to try to find some hope in their life. That's gotta be an awful low life from Allah's point of view, is somebody who would do that to people.
One of those scams that's very common here on the Mexican border is people from Mexico will call grandmothers and grandfathers in Yuma and say that their grandchild has been kidnapped. And they have someone screaming in the background, and they have the information about the supposed child, and they'll demand money, they'll demand gift cards, and of course they don't have the child, and unfortunately people fall for this quite often. And the police say if you ever get a call like this, the first thing you should do is call your grandchildren and check on them. And they're almost always home.
Yeah, that's really sad, sister. I didn't know that was going on, but that's sad. That is really sad, pathetic. But can they get away with that because they're in Mexico and our jurisdiction won't go across that border, will it?
Well, very often these people get away because they'll use both disposable cell phones, and there's no way of tracking them. And so they get away with it to try to scam somebody else.
Oh, no. That's pathetic. That is pathetic. I think that we should, well, you know what? I did receive something today, and I think maybe this is a good time to try to pull it up here. Let's see if we can find, where did I put all of that? First of all, let me put up something where we can, here we go. I'm really sorry about this, guys. I wish that this wasn't true, but it is. So we have to deal with it. Okay. Yeah, here we go. This is something that we got today. This is Defender Firewall, and if I can put that up first of all and let you see that, this is, I think you can see this. Okay, they said that there was no audio on that. Maybe maybe we're okay now. I hope. Yeah, I should have thought of that before I put it all up. I got busy with recording videos today and forgot to do that. Anyway, so yeah, this.
We have audio again.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so this, what I'm going to show you, this came into us. Let me see if I can find the first one that came in and just let you take a look at that. Yeah, here we go. This, that would have been nice if I could have done this the right way, but anyway, yeah, this is what it looked like. It's saying hi to me, all right? And fortunately, I got it, and I got the chance to read it. Then it goes on to say, your subscription for Defender Firewall has successfully been renewed and updated. Okay, I don't remember that, but we have a lot of folks in our organization, and maybe this is, you know, something to do with that. Maybe they know, could tell me more about it. Then it goes on and it says, 1 year from the date of purchase, and then it's $199.99. And I'm like, wait a minute. I really don't remember this. But then it's strange. It doesn't tell me how I paid for it. It said that I already paid for it. It's been renewed, but it's $199.99. And I was like, wait a minute. And then it says on their auto renewal. What the heck is it? And it said something about microwave in the very, very beginning of it. Microsoft maybe. Anyway, so then it goes on to say, if you feel like this is an unauthorized transaction, all right, so, okay, and I do feel like it is. So it says, call this number as soon as possible. You can reach us on 1-800-982-0097. But then it had a dot between the 00 and the 97. I said, okay, most likely this is not on the level. Because number one, it doesn't actually tell me the email that it came from. The email that I saw on this thing is weird, a real weird email. Let me see if I can show it to you. Yeah, here you go. Look real close at this. It says order confirmation, and then it says up at the top left, Ellie.DRIE. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not anybody's name. And it's at Gmail. If it's a big company that I'm dealing with, like Microsoft or something, they'll be at Microsoft or a division of it or something, but it's not going to be at a Gmail account. So I thought, well, I don't know. It really looks like, and so this is why I took the trouble to go ahead and put this up so you could see it, guys. Now what I did, I took the opportunity to go through this and really make it so that you can see each and everything that it's about. Okay, and this is the Defender Firewall. That is what it's called. And if you look it up on the internet, you will find that the Defender Firewall is a scam, 100% scam. And many of the folks overseas are using this to scam you. And the one that I got today was from India. All right. Now, let's go down to the first thing that it says on here. You take a look at it, and it's saying order confirmation. So whenever you see order confirmation, get suspicious real quick, because right after that, it should be an email that you could recognize somehow, all right? And then it says hi, all right? Okay, I can deal with hi. Not very professional, but it says your subscription for Defender Firewall. Now that's capitalized. Let's go back and look at that again. Defender Firewall, and it's capitalized. All right. So is that the company name, or what? It says that your Subscription for Defender Firewall has been successfully renewed and updated. Okay, I don't remember that, but I said, you know what, I better call this 800 number. You see the 800 number? I called 1-800-982-0097. All right, and when I called it, I was a little bit surprised because the person answering the phone had a real deep accent and didn't pronounce the words correctly and sounded like they didn't really know. And I asked, what is your company name? And, well, we are connected with Microsoft and with, I said, Microsoft? I don't use a Windows computer. I use Apple. Oh, we're connected with Apple and we're connected with Microsoft and with the firewall. I said, okay. Can I speak to your supervisor? I am the supervisor. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay. I don't know, but if you're somebody that just answers the phone as a supervisor, what do you think about that, Richard?
He's probably the supervisor, the executive, the janitor. He's probably a one-man show. Yeah, well, it was a lady, and I use the term loosely, but anyway, yeah. And yeah, she was telling me that this is something that we need to pay for. Now, the deal is that when you get your computer, any of the computers will have a firewall or a Defender firewall in it, but they don't call it Defender, they just call it firewall. So they say now, and this is the sales pitch I'm getting, okay, it's not going to be free anymore. With the pandemic and everything, it changes. So it's not going to be free anymore, but your last one was free, but your next one is $199.99. But I'm going to send you this. This is what I want you to do. Now it gets real interesting. It's not just about being from, and I said, oh, what about Jordan Smith? Because I saw this on there and said, oh, she's busy with somebody else right now. And I said, well, wait a minute. You're the supervisor. So why Jordan is a woman? I don't know, but I didn't ask about that because I guess that's okay. But still, this is getting real suspicious. Now, the thing that I really got interested in when she said, just go to any desk. Okay, but she didn't say that. She said, I want you to open a browser. I want you to open up the computer. And I said, I'm in front of the computer. Okay, on the computer, type in, and I said, so you want me to open a browser, right? She said, whatever. Oh, God, you don't even know what. And I said, hold on a second, hold on. Don't talk to me like that. I've been working with the internet since it started, and I've been working with computers since 1984. Okay, so please just take your time. Tell me what you want me to know. She said, well, oh God, like that again. And I said, oh, okay, I really feel like that this is going to go south. Then she says, go to the computer and type this in. I said, okay, all right, I'll just type it in. A-N-Y-D-E-S-K. But she didn't say it like that. She said A like alphabet, B like better. And I said, like Bravo? She said, no, like butter. I said, better or butter? This is going crazy, man. And A and N like non-orpal, and I said, I don't know what she said, non-orpal something. And I said, how about November? Yeah, you could use that. I said, okay, good. I'm glad she's with that, And Y,
Now, when you say why, I used to be in the airplane business, so when you say why, it's always Yuma, okay? Why Yuma? Like Yuma, Arizona, sister, you know where you are, right?
Oh, yeah.
You've heard that before, right?
Yes, I have.
Anyway, then next thing she's saying, D, like dexterous. And I said, how about D like Delta? Oh, yeah, you could say that. Yeah. E like evermore. And I said, how about we go back to the E that we used before? E like echo. Oh, all right. And so she went through this thing, and I could tell that now that this is not a professional person at all, just a scammer. So I went over there, and when it was all spelled out, ANYDESK.com. And she even spelled out the dot, C like cucumber. I said, oh God. Like Charlie, right? And then O like opossum, and I'm like, oh no, you didn't do that. So anyway, we got through it, and I said, AnyDesk. I said, so you want me to do what on AnyDesk? Download the, and I said, no, she said, click the arrow. And I said, what arrow? I'm on your homepage. You're AnyDesk? Oh, we use that. You know, just click that. And now, for those of you who don't know, AnyDesk, when you download that from AnyDesk, then the next thing they're going to do, and we didn't go that far, the next thing they're going to do is ask you to sign in and create a username and a password. Then you don't need to give your password out to somebody. You just tell them what you see on the screen for them to use a password. And as soon as they get that, they're going to log into your computer and they're going to steal everything you got while they're talking to you. Their computer is going to download everything you got. Never, ever, ever let anybody tell you about AnyDesk or any shared computer. Do not do it. Anytime something comes up like this, get in touch with somebody right away to find out what's going on. Do not trust them. Don't trust them. No matter how urgent they sound, no matter how much they're telling you that your grandkids are going to be, captured or they're kidnapped or screaming and hollering, all of that, don't buy it. Or that somebody's going to give you so much money that you can't resist that thing. Resist it. I'm telling you, don't fall for it, because this is simply scammers. That's how they make their money, and they don't care. They have no concern about anything. Obviously, they don't believe in God, because if they did, they couldn't do something like this. They really couldn't do that. So, and I'm sorry that I know we have a lot of Muslims that live in India, but the good news is that I don't think that was a Muslim by her tone and her way she talked to me. I don't think so. But anyway, that's what we got going on there. Richard, have you thought about any other scams that people are using?
Well, I just keep going to the Christian, the evangelical, televangelist, whether, it's a seed faith gift for, particularly for, it's a healing, or they often do something like your son or daughter who's in drugs. They'll say, God told me to tell you that if you'll sow a seed gift of $1,000, God will deliver your son from drugs. and bring them back to the Lord and back to you. And so people out of desperation, oh, my son's on heroin or whatever, and they'll send in the money. And these people, they do that continually without any kind of consciousness at all, to whether take advantage of someone whose son or daughter is walking a little wild, or there's a physical need. And yes, it's big business. It is huge. Yeah, I mean, you look up televangelists and the incomes and the things that people are, they're making just millions and millions of dollars, and people are sending in their last check with the hopes of getting some favor from God. That just always astounds me. I just try to picture what will you say on the day of resurrection? How you've taken the widow's little bit of money, or the senior citizen, or what? How do you do that? That just is amazing about how people can do that, but they do that year after year after year without any consciousness, and take people's money. So that's always the biggest scam in my mind. It's like when you're going to sell a God's favor under the guise that you're going to get something back from God, and they sell it on the basis of, well, last night I was praying and I heard a voice from heaven and said, tell my people if they'll give a $700 gift, I will give them 10 times over back, and something wonderful will happen to their husband. Will come back to God, or they'll get the job they always wanted, or any number of things. And just being able to, I don't know, just doing that kind of a scamish trick to get your money is it's just beyond low. And these people are going to have to answer for that. And it's going to be a rough day.
I really think that you're telling the truth on that one, because I used to travel with a couple of evangelists, and I saw how they behaved. There was one, though, that was really a good guy, and he was nice, and he didn't collect money like this. He really didn't do that. And I respected him a lot. He used to be a chief of police in one of the border towns. And when we would go down in Mexico, he would try to convert Catholics to become what he said, true Christians. In other words, Protestants. The ones that protested against the Catholic Church and broke off, they think that they're so much separate, but they don't realize their origin was Catholicism. By the way, you used to be a Baptist preacher for what, 43 years, so you know more about that than I do.
Yeah, we figured everybody except the Baptists needed the gospel. And so we considered everybody a non-Christian unless they came to our church. So we were very judgmental. We just looked at the Lutherans, the Presbyterians, the Wesleyans, the Assemblies, the Catholics, anything else. And oh, these people just don't have it all together. They need the gospel as we know it and as we tell it. And we'd spend a lot of money sending missionaries to, Christian nations, practically. Attempts to make them, like you said, instead of, we didn't recognize their Catholicism as being legitimate, as being Christian, so we try to make it Baptist. We'd send missionaries to India to do the same thing.
Yeah, well, here's one of the missionaries that went to India the same time I did, Benny Hinn. And while he was over there, they put up a big sign, right? Anywhere we had a big sign up, we had those big, what do you call them, billboards. We had big billboards up there. that had Zachar Naik and some of the folks along with us on the billboard. And you would drive just a little bit more and you see a great big one, bigger than ours. And it would say, Benny Hinn is coming, is big. And he's a Christian missionary for sure. And I was impressed with the fact that they have so much courage because the Christians are the least number in India, but they don't have any problem to go out there and put up their big tent and put up the stuff and go out there after it. They got courage. There's no doubt about that.
I think those are photo ops. They go to India and there's an American guy going to come and do a speech. And so lots and lots of people come, and it's a photo op to send back home to say, hey, we're reaching the world, and please send your money to us and help us continue to reach the world. And yeah, photo op. They, well, whatever, I'll just leave it at that. They really didn't care. They, there's people that go out in the same group of people, and they'll say we're going to support a mission down in Haiti or in Uganda or somewhere, and they'll go over and get a picture taken in front of an orphanage or something, and say, yeah, this is they'll put up their own sign for a day and pay off some guy a few dollars to allow them to put their sign up and take a picture.
Yeah, I know about that because I've been over in Africa and seen that myself. And I really shudder to think about how many people get taken in by all of that kind of scam. But there are some that maybe they're not Muslims, but they do have a good presentation that they bring. And one of them is not just because he's from Houston, Texas, but Joel Osteen always has some good things that he does that I don't know. What do you think about Joel Osteen?
I'll just be quiet.
Sister?
He came to Detroit and did one of his possibility thinking things down at our baseball stadium. And he also went around the neighborhoods. And I have a dear friend who runs a inner city mission. And he came, made a small donation, but took lots and lots of pictures for publicity. And she didn't speak very highly of him and his crew. They made good pictures. You got kids and hungry kids and feeding kids, and it made good press, but they gave very little money.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I can't blame the people that are taking the pictures, and I can't blame the people that are going out there trying to do something. Maybe he's trying to do something,
Yeah, I can't judge, I mean, there are some that are just downright dirty, dishonest. I don't think Joel's in that category by any stretch.
I don't either. I really don't either. But I could be wrong. I think that there are a lot of people, Muslims too, that we think highly of them, but maybe they're not so great.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. One of the things I learned about was that when a Muslim dies, the angels come and they have 3 questions that they ask. Who is your Lord? What is your religion? And who is your prophet? And a lot of people, they know those answers real quick. Allah is my God, and Islam is my religion, and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is my prophet. and you can say those things, but I keep reading in the Quran that God sees beyond the things that we say, and He sees our heart. And I think even to the point of on the day of judgment, our hearts are going to be the answering tool, because God's going to go right past our lips and our lip service. And so we may say we're a Muslim, I serve Allah, but it doesn't translate into day-to-day life. And Islam and the prophets, and it's like, well, do we do the things that the prophet said to do? Well, no, I don't pray much or don't do things. I don't judge people, but I'm thinking that on the day of judgments, there'll be you can't just say, well, I'm a Muslim and Muhammad's my prophet, and that'll be the right answer. Because I think there's going to be a looking at the heart that God sees that we'll be responsible for.
I think we got to take a break. It looks like, wow, we're 10 minutes late on the break. I think we should take it right now, guys. So everybody stay tuned and stay guided with GuideUs TV. We'll be right back right after this. Worship the Creator, not the creation. That's what GuideUs TV is all about. And worship the Creator, not the creation. That's what GuideUs TV is all about. And now we have the new app, guideus.app. Download the app and it will take up no space on your device. Works on all devices, all phones, all tablets, all computers, anywhere there's internet, it works. And there's more. If you want to know who that Creator is, if you want to share the message of worship the Creator, not the creation, you can just as easily tell anybody, anywhere, download the app. Just go to the browser, type in the word guideus.app. Simple. Install it. And no ads, no spam, no commercials, no space on your device. Win, 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 all the way around. And if you want to know more about that Creator, let me tell you, it's like a pen, a simple pen. That's the story. If you have a pen and I ask you to borrow it, and I'm writing something, and you say, wait a minute, I don't want to leave this guy because he's got my pen. And when I get done, I put it all back together, I hand it to you, and you walk off. All right. You got that? But what would happen if this pen didn't write anymore? You'd throw it away. Why? Because it doesn't do its purpose. What is its purpose? To write. If it doesn't write, who needs a pen that doesn't write? And that is the message of our purpose in life with our Creator. He said
And we're back with Let's Talk About It with Sheikh Yusuf Estes and Richard Kuiper. And today we've been talking about scams. And we've gone over quite a few of them. There's one that we haven't mentioned, though, that's becoming very prevalent these days with the stimulus checks that have been coming out. There's some people that don't get them as fast as others. And there's talk that we might be getting a third stimulus check. One of the very common scams these days is to get your stimulus check faster and or to get it ahead of time in the case of the one that's going through Congress right now. And this is a very prevalent scam where people try to get you to give away your bank information so that you can get your stimulus check faster. And we have to say the only ones who are going to contact you about your stimulus check and that's only if they have your email address, which most of the time they don't, is irs.gov. And you have to actually visit their website to get any of the information. And so what some of these scammers have done is they've set up fake websites that look like the IRS website, and they try to get you to put your banking information in there. But it is a scam. Don't fall for it. The IRS gets your banking information when you send in your tax return. If you are on disability or Social Security, they've already got your banking information. That's how you get your checks every month. So don't fall for any IRS named scams that are asking for your banking information, because they are not real.
And watch out for the word confirm. I've had a number of times where people call me up on a call that's a scam, and they'll say, we're such and such and such, and we want to confirm your credit card. Would you give us the number so we can see if it matches up, or what kind of car, or your address, or confirm your Social Security number? And you go, oh, okay, yeah, I should confirm that. And no, you shouldn't. Ask them, you tell me the number and I'll tell you if it's right or not. And they always hang up when you say that. So watch out when they try to get you to confirm anything, because if they don't know it.
I've had that happen. I had that. That is exactly, they wanted to know what's the number on my credit card, on Visa card, a debit card, and they said, we just want to confirm it. Everything is okay, but we just want to confirm it. And I'm like, okay. Fortunately, I have a brilliant wife, and she's like, wait a minute. Hold on. And I'm like, well, this just confirming it. Yeah. Ask them what they have and then compare it. And I was like, oh, yeah. Because what could they do? Well, they could rip off everything that I got on the credit card, that's for sure. Well, we use a debit card, so that's one thing. It's kind of in our favor in a way, because we don't put in much money in there at all. Sometimes it's almost like less than $10. So, alhamdulillah. But for Muslims, we can use a debit card because, inshallah, because there's no interest with that. You're just putting your money in there and tell them I don't want any interest, and they're not going to give you any. So just put my money in, and then when I need to use a card for something, I can do that. But anyway, Sister Kim, what do you use? Sister Kim, did we lose you? Okay.
She's muted.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. She's.
Okay. Well, what do you use there, Richard?
We just have debit cards attached to our checking account.
Okay.
We pay bill.
Yeah. I've got a number here on my screen. Can you confirm your number? Just give me your number.
The number is 666-6666.
666-6666. No. Don't go there with the numbers. Oh, man.
We don't do that. We don't do that.
Ooh, yeah.
Or the one with the warranty that people wanted me confirm the make and model of your car. I'm like, oh, you called me. We just want to confirm it. I was like, no. You tell me what car you're asking about my warranty, which my cars are so old they don't have warranties anyway. But that's a trick. That's a trick.
There's so many scams that they have going out here about these warranties on your cars. I get so many times they will start in right away with, your warranty is about to expire on your car. And as though they really know that I have a car, and they're saying your warranty's about to expire. And as soon as I ask them, well, what kind of car which one are you talking about? If you just ask them, which one are you talking about? I don't own a car. So I already know that they're not lying, that they're not telling the truth. They must be lying.
Yeah.
So I don't have a car, but maybe they saw a car in my driveway, one of my kids' cars or something. So which car are you talking about? And they give me all of this baloney. And if you... Anyway, I don't want to get into it.
Yeah. Now the internet has opened up just a whole lot of ugly little slices of life like that. Whether it's something that they're, trying to get you to buy, or something you're going to get some information, or people even sell, phony tickets to concerts and sporting events, and it's just a sad commentary on our society. The soul of our country is that we're just not very honest anymore. That's unfortunate.
Have you heard about phishing? When they talk about phishing, I never heard about that till recently, and they were telling me that they're prospecting. That sounds nice, prospecting and phishing, and it sounds so like, hey, this guy is real. What they're after is fishing for your money and prospecting to put across a scam. And it starts out by, they just ask you for personal information, which anybody in their right mind would be like, okay, well, that sounds reasonable. But
actually, I'm sorry for being gone, but I'm back now. One of the common ways that people fish for information that you see on social media quite a bit is you might have seen the list and they say, fill this in, it's so much fun. And people say, what is your first pet's name? What kind of car do you drive?
Oh, yeah.
Where were you born? And stuff like that. And they get you to type in all this information thinking that you're just sharing stuff about yourself. But what you're actually doing is giving away the answers to many bank security questions. And so if you see those online and someone asks you to fill one out, don't do it.
Well, we're putting up something now. It says, I'm looking on the internet, it says 7 deadly scams, fake shopping websites, catfishing. Yeah, and I know about that phishing scam already. Lottery scams, the Nigerian prince. Oh yeah, what about that? When they're talking about somebody is a rich person, a prince in Africa that died and left money. Sister, have you heard about this?
Oh yes, the Nigerian prince is in a very bad situation and he needs your help right away. And what he needs you to do is help him transfer $10 million. And if you help him do that, he'll give you 10% of it, which would be $1 million. All he needs is your bank account information and to show that you've got faith. In order for him to get to a safe spot, you've got to send him a certain amount of money. And so they get your bank account information, they get you to send the money and everything like that for the promise of $1 million that you're never going to get.
Well, I just found one on here. I never heard about this before today, but I'd like to share it. It's saying, it's like an email that somebody sent to you, It says, someone, S-U-M, number 1, someone paid me to kill you. Get spared 48 hours to pay $5,000 If you inform the police or anybody, death is promised. Email me now. And the email is killerking247@yahoo.com. Like, wait, what are you talking about? Man, that is too much. I can't believe it. Richard, what's your response to that one?
Oh, that is so bizarre. I mean, the person, they're almost, well, somebody paid you, so you're a killer for hire? So I should turn you into the FBI.
Well, it said someone paid me to kill you, get spared 48 hours to, let me see if I can put that up again. Here's another version of it. Someone paid me to kill you, get spared 48 hours to pay $5,000. If you inform the police or anybody, death is promised. Email me now. First of all, where would I get $5,000? Okay. But second, if somebody really is getting paid to kill me, so they will take my money and still kill me and still get paid. That doesn't make any sense.
No, not a bit. I'd say the biggest scam going on in America right now is sports betting has become legal across the board. And advertising people they're just being suckered in even more than the lotto now to start betting on professional and college sports. And people are dumping hordes of money in attempt to strike it rich. And that's just, I'm not a lotto fan anyway. And these lottery things and people are, that's a scam. People win, but it's, 1 in a gazillion odds against you. And now we can bet on college sports games and professional sports games. And that used to be illegal. No, it's fair game too. So it's just another opportunity to throw your money away.
Put me down for $700 on the Rams, it says.
The Rams are not going to be any good because the Rams just traded for an old, used-up Detroit Lion quarterback.
Well, you know about these sharks, right? Well, I want to show you about a shark before we go. This shark is in a pool game. Are you ready? Mm. It's a real shark, and he said, how about a game of pool? Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. Okay, I think that we've learned a lesson here, and before we get involved in any more fishing or pool spams, scams, and so on, I think it's a good opportunity for us to ask Allah to keep us safe and keep us away from all of the fitna, keep us safe, keep our families safe, and make us of the true believers. And if anybody loses, I'll let it be me, not somebody else, because I can deal with it. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And for all of us, Sister Kim, you signed in, so I'll let you sign out for us.
All right, everybody, you know what to do. Share, make dua, and if you can, head a little bit our way. But in the meantime, stay guided with
GuideUs TV.
You're watching The Newsroom, Islam Newsroom. The news you want when you want it, from the Islamic perspective.
Now we have some websites, alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Who is Allah?
Maybe we'll even see somebody enter into Islam.
Excuse me, do you believe in God?
Why do we call him Allah?
One more time, everyone. Okay, good.
These are the ones that we're going to be mailing out. Ilaha. Illah. Allah.
And I bear witness. That Muhammad.
And that's right, we're right across the river from Palestine. As a matter of fact, here in Aqaba, the new moon, the Hilal, has been sighted for the month of Shawwal.
When the adhan is called, it doesn't matter where you are. You go and you make your salah, alhamdulillah.
Now, I think this is something that inshallah ta'ala we'll all be able